Hey guys, welcome back to This Week in BJJ. I'm Budo Jake. I'm here with my two good friends, Jack Taufer and Andrew Wooten. Jack is a black belt under Dave Kama, who's a Hickson Gracie black belt. And what are you going to be showing today?
I'm going to show a way to prevent a guy from standing in your guard. And the basic idea, if you can stand up, go ahead and stand, whatever is your preferred way. Okay, he goes like that. He popped up with two legs, come back down. Sometimes they'll grab a sleeve, whatever it is. They step and then go back up, step. At this point, you've got posture and everything on your side, and I'm at a disadvantage, right? So come back down. This is a technique that's more of a feeling. It's kind of the invisible jujitsu sort of thing. You have to develop it, and it takes using your muscles the right way. There's a lot of different ways that I can use my legs to break your posture. One way is I pinch and I can pull this way. Sometimes, you move a guy sideways on different sweeps, things like that. This leg usage is completely different. And instead of controlling your body by a pinch kind of move, I'm actually gonna flare my knees out. And I'm gonna use my heels on your low back. And what I'm gonna do is a motion, like I'm gonna push my knees out and I'm gonna suck your hips in with my heels this way. So you guys watching this, you're not gonna be able to feel it, but so actually there's two things I wanna go over. One is if I just completely ignore your hands, you will eventually win the battle and be able to stand up. So the first part of the technique, I'm just gonna focus on breaking your hip posture down, and then the second part is you will have to address their hands some way, shape, or form. But I just want you to stand up in my guard. Okay. Yeah, stand up. So go ahead and stand. That's a lot of pressure. Yeah, and I'm allowing him to keep his hips. The point is that you can't see it. It looks like I have regular guard, but he literally couldn't stand. So, and I let him keep his hands there. The more he has a really solid thing here, the harder it is on me, and he can get up. So the first skill to develop is flaring your knees out. I got my heels on his low back, and I suck in his hips. Usually a guy, there's telltale signs for a guy to stand up. Two on the bicep, I know he's gonna come up, so I'm ready. Or he starts doing some type of grip, and I know he's ready. I don't mind letting him have one knee up. Usually when he goes for the second, that's where I take him down. And then we do whatever we're gonna do from here, right? So it's just one of those things that you have to feel it, but it works. And then, so get real insistent on standing up. Okay, so he's going like that. So he's got his grips. So first, I put the pressure on his low back. Second, I somehow deal with his grips. Sometimes guys go here. If I let him just tripod on me, get up, he's gonna get it. Go back down. I didn't put any pressure, stand up. So here, he's not gonna stand. Go ahead, he's not gonna stand. And I'm doing that, so I do 1, 2, stand up, 1, 2, and I keep him down. Make sense?
Yeah. The funny thing is, I don't feel Jack's legs squeezing me like you do in the guard a lot.
Yeah.
Your legs are flared open. I just feel your heels pulling me in.
Yeah.
Are you using like pressure from like your calf right here at all?
It's pretty much my heel and your low back, and we can get just stand,
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
I use my heels and I pull his hips in, and there's certain timing that I look for. Go. Like right when he's leaning forward like that, stand up now, I can keep him down. Yeah, now he's a strong guy, and he's got this I'm gonna have to address, which is actually the second move I wanted to show. So do you mind if I transition into that? Okay, so like I was saying earlier, there's your typical squeeze and pull, and then there's like, you can move a guy sideways. The new one we just learned is flare your legs out, pull in on his hips. So I guess it's kind of my calves or maybe my heels on your low back. And then this one's completely different. When a guy has a low pass, resist me, and I'm here, I just put more pressure on me. So if you try to pull a guy into you, it's not gonna work. So for this one, I'm gonna use his hands as a pivot. And I'm gonna make him pivot over his hands. But instead of trying to pull, pull into me, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually squeeze you. I'm gonna lift you up and then over. So go for your pass up and then over. Now you have to be careful with this. No, you're broken down at that point, and I can do whatever I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But the point is that your posture's broken.
Yeah.
So the more his hands are stiff, the more it's kind of like he's it's like a pole vault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do, the guy on the bottom, you really have to watch out for the guy to headbutt you because his hands are glued to my hip. He can't post out. So I lift up and over. So go ahead and do it like a pass or whatever. Well, actually do a double low pass. No, like, you know how some people do a pass like this and they scoot back? You know, a pass like that. So if I wait too late, he's gonna get it. So right when I have this here and you start to resist or whatever, yeah, I go grab on the side, lift up, and then over.
Wow.
Wait, come here real fast.
I have no use of my hands there.
Right.
Yeah. So what would be do you ever do a 2-hand on the belt low
Not too
pass?
much, but if I was, I'd just
Yeah, like that, right? So I kind of have to beat you to it, but the second you're here, instead of trying to pull you into me, it's not gonna work. Yeah, like that. I go, well, you're up really high now, but yeah, typically there, I grab my pants, like that. Some people do that. But anyway, I just go up and over. So it's just a different way of handling it.
Right.
Because I have a hard time when I've seen some like Carlson Gracie videos and passing like this is nothing that I've really learned. But sometimes guys will go here and they have to leave like that. Sometimes it's on the belt. But when they're here, it's really hard for you to stop it. But if I'm here, grab and yep, up and up. Yeah, exactly. And then you can take their back or just break them down and hold them.
That's really nice because I can't pull you into me.
Yeah. You know, because yeah. And
makes
even
it
it's
worse.
on your belt. Same
makes it
thing.
worse.
A lot of guys no gi, they'll go here. So just don't rely on my gi. Grab now. Yep, exactly. Up and over. So it works gi or no gi.
Very nice.
Yeah. So those are the two techniques I wanted to show you.
Cool. Well, like Jack mentioned earlier, these things are a little bit hard to see on video, but when you feel them, you can feel that it works. And Jack, if people want to learn these firsthand, is there any way to get in contact with you?
I would highly recommend actually just training with Dave Kama. That guy is like the most patient, knowledgeable instructor that I've ever come across. He's a nice guy, so you can come down to our academy. I do private, so you can hit me up at Jack Taufer. Actually, you can get me at jack@taufer.com. So that's one way to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack, thanks so much for coming in today and sharing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Angie, thanks for coming in. We'll see you guys next time on This Week in BJJ.
That concludes this installment of This Week in BJJ. Watch and review past episodes on iTunes and YouTube. And then be sure to join us again right here for another live edition of This Week in BJJ. Brought to you by BudoVideos.com.